What's good, YouTube? We are here with a Tracy McGrady career sim. If you can't tell me my title, thumbnail, or literally what's on the screen, Tracy McGrady is in the modern NBA. How we will be doing this video is, let me go ahead and switch screen. If you don't know, Tracy McGrady bounced around the league just a little bit. So for every time he switched the team in real life, we're going to do it on the game as well. So he's only going to spend 3 years in Toronto. He's only going to spend 4 seasons in Orlando, 6 seasons in Houston, and so on and so forth. And the first stop in this video is going to be he's going to be on the Toronto Raptors. Now, this is rookie Tracy McGrady. He only played in the league a total of 14 years, so I hope this video isn't too long. But he is on the Toronto Raptors at this moment. He's teaming up with Scotty Barnes, Emmanuel Quickly, RJ Barrett. They got a little nice young tandem here. Hopefully he can develop well into something nice. I don't know, but for the sake of this video, I'm also going to say this. I am watching just like you. I'm a spectator. I'm literally here just to go along with the ride with you. The CPU is literally going to control everything. The only thing that I probably will do in these simulations is make sure that Tracy McGrady starts or is getting minutes. That's about it, because 9 minutes a game for Tracy McGrady isn't going to work. He's literally the best, not the best. He's probably the second best young player that you have in. He's already a higher overall than Grady Dick. Sorry, Grady. I don't mean to be rude or anything, but we got to take your PT. It's more important that we let Tracy McGrady get minutes just for the sake of this video. Now, without further ado, that's all I'm doing. Let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and start the ride. Let's go ahead and start it. They get the first dub of the season. Tracy McGrady with 21-4-10. I told y'all that y'all have to start him. This might be fun, y'all. This might actually be fun. I'm gonna skip until the trade deadline to see how this team is doing. Hopefully, Tracy McGrady can get a ring in this simulation. We're at the trade deadline, y'all. Yes, we want to stop simulating. Their record is 23-28. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's like playing category. At least I hope it's playing in contention. Hopefully, let's see what our boy Tracy McGrady is doing so far. How many points? I really hope he's at least top 2. And he is. We see Tracy McGrady scoring 14 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists on 48, 40, 63 shooting splits. It's not that bad. He's a rookie. Hopefully this team can actually do something, because I want to see Tracy McGrady at least get out of the first round in this simulation. Now, if you know in real life, Tracy McGrady never got out of the first round outside of when he played for the Spurs, and it kind of don't count because he didn't even play. Now, in this simulation, it's going to be crazy. We're going to see him play with Paolo and Franz like 3 or 4 years down the line, and it should be good. That team should like win a championship. We're talking about year 4 Tracy McGrady with like year 5 or 6 Paolo, year 6 or 7 Franz. That has to be enough to win a title, right? Tracy McGrady is rookie of the year, 13, 5 and 5 on 48, 40, 61 shooting splits. It's cool. The point is that we won rookie of the year. Did we make the play-in? Did they make the play-in? No, they did. Oh, we're the 6th seed. Let's see. Okay. 6th seed against the Miami Heat. Tracy McGrady is going against Jimmy Butler or Tyler Hero. He's going Tyler Hero. Now, I'm pretty sure that they're probably not even going to win a game in this series, but just for the sake of it, yeah, they lose in 5. It's a nice first year. That was a nice first year. I can't be too mad at it. He won rookie of the year, made the playoffs with Scotty Barnes. That's going to be such a fun duo, but unfortunately, that duo only has 2 years left together. I'm going to go ahead and simulate all the way to player progression. I really hope that he takes a big jump, because if he can win a playoff series as even the second best player this early in his career, he's already done more than he did in real life. He's going to get the all-star teams, y'all. We're not even worried about that. That's a glitch, because he was not a 69 overall last season. That's definitely a glitch. It's definitely a glitch. But anyways, he jumps from a 77 to an 83, which is actually a +8. He's 84 overall, second best player on this team by far. Now, I'm actually interested to see how far this team goes now. We're going to line up with Emmanuel Quickly, Scotty Barnes, Tracy McGrady, RJ Barrett potentially on the bench, off the bench. We're going to see. We're going to see. Ooh, I'm just letting him retire. It's not my business. I really want to see this team succeed. Look at it. You can't tell me that this team can't at least make the second round. You can't tell me that it can't. It's kind of crazy that Emmanuel Quickly's only 81 and RJ Barrett's only 83, but that's cool. It's cool. We're going to go ahead and simulate to the trade deadline and just see how far it goes now. Now, do y'all know how I said hopefully we can win the second, hopefully we can get to the second round? We're actually looking at championship status, because we are the #1 seed, 40-11 at the trade deadline. I have to assume that this is because Tracy McGrady is going crazy. It has to be, and he is not, but he is giving you 15, 6, and 4 a game on even better shooting splits, 49% from the field. Okay, he is not shooting better. 33% from 3. That's cool. And he's also shooting 70% from free throw line again, which isn't that bad. The point is that we are the #1 seed. We are literally title contenders. Tracy McGrady's second year, he can make the finals. At least he should on paper. He's actually injured. What is Tracy McGrady doing this year? That's what I really care about. Okay, I get it. He's hurt. I want to know what he's doing this year. His max points, he's only had, Ant dropped 63. His max points this season was 27. He made 4 threes, attempted 8, Nothing impressive. But what's impressive is the fact that we are the 1 seed. Now, again, it's unfortunate that this is his second to last season. After this season in Toronto, he has one more chance to win something or make it right with Canada. If he doesn't, then he has to go to the Magic. And hopefully, hey, I'm actually curious on how the Magic's doing. I know I'm just yapping, and y'all probably, I know I'm just yapping, and it's a good chance that y'all, I know I'm just yapping, but I know it's also a good chance that y'all want to know his future team. Like, look at this. He's going to be joining this. The only thing I'm worried about is Paolo. Well, Paolo's going to resign. He's a restricted free agent. So we're going to have a 90-plus overall Paolo, a 90-plus overall Franz. Wendell should also continue to get better. Hopefully they can resign Wendell. And Tracy McGrady is going to the Magic. That's his future team, y'all. Let's get. I'm sorry, Toronto fans. I'm sorry. I know y'all are the 1 seed. Y'all should probably be celebrating. I'm gonna let y'all celebrate. I'm just reminding y'all of the inevitable future. Number 1 seed in the East, the Toronto Raptors. Tracy McGrady is here. Going against Cam Thomas and the Brooklyn Nets in the round 1. I'm not really worried about it, but something I also want to do, because this is my first ever career sim, or even simulation generally on NBA 2K25. I want to get gameplay, so if I get a chance to hop into one of these games, we're going to hop in. We're going against the Miami Heat, the same people that eliminated us last year in the first round. It's time to get revenge, but let's say this. Let's give Tracy a round of applause, since he's already we got a game 7. He's already went farther than he did last year. He's already did it. He's already went farther. He's already went farther than he has in his entire career in real life. But we have a game 7. It's kind of embarrassing that the number 1 seed is going to game 7 with the number 4 seed. But let's see if we got pinned. If it's close in the 4th quarter, in which it's looking like it's not going to be, can we have a close one? You're just gonna get stomped, Miami. Miami, you're not gonna put up a fight. Yeah, Miami don't got no fight in them. Conference Finals. Tracy's in the Conference Finals. Now, I don't believe that this team is going to beat the Pacers. That Pacers team looks nasty. But we're in the Conference Finals. That's all I can say. Let's go ahead and simulate. Let's simulate game 1. They take it. We take game 2. They take game 3. They take game 4. And we have been eliminated. But we made the Conference Finals. That's all that matters. We have made the Conference Finals. It's kind of worrying me that I don't see the Magic here. I don't see the Magic anywhere in this picture. It worries me. But it's not my priority right now. But all I know is that Tracy McGrady has one more season on the Toronto Raptors. Toronto, you made the Conference Finals. First time since y'all did it with Kawhi. You made the Conference Finals. But listen, you got one more year with Tracy. Y'all are the ones that decided to ship him to the Magic or not resign him, wherever that went years ago. All I know is this is your last time with Tracy. This is your last ride. We see Tracy McGrady take another jump. He's an 88 overall, y'all. You have a 20-year-old, 88 overall, 89 overall Tracy McGrady teamed up with Scotty Barnes. Now, Scotty, I'm not going to lie. If you decide to stay in Toronto, this is probably going to be the best running mate that you ever have. Now, I'm going to skip to the trade deadline, and hopefully this team is just as good as it was last year. The news is the fact that we are 31-20. We're still the number 2 seed. We are still up there with the Pacers, who I guess is the new rivals for this Raptors team, because I keep seeing them. The Pistons are number 3. Where is the Magic? Anyways, we're the number 2 seed. Barely. I don't really know how we're the number 2 seed, but I ain't gonna lie, this playoff picture is extremely tight. It's only a 6-game difference in between the number 1 seed, and I think that's number 5. Regardless of the fact, we need to see how Tracy's doing. Did somebody get hurt or something? Because there's no reason that we took such a fall. These are 9 more losses than we had last year. Grady Dick got injured. He's out. Okay, don't need for the next 2 weeks. But we see Tracy McGrady's stats kind of seem stagnant. 13 points per game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. I'm not loving it. 50% from the field. He's back up to 39% from 3. That's like a career high from the free throw line. So it's like he's having a career year outside of points, a career year efficiency-wise. But I'm actually kind of ready for this to be over. I'm ready for the real fun to start. I want to see Tracy in a real big 3. That's what I want to see. He's already went to the conference finals. He already knows what that tastes like. He's already been the 1st seed and the 2nd seed. He already knows what that tastes like. It's time for Tracy McGrady to make the finals. And further than that, it's time for Tracy McGrady to be the number 1 option on a finals team. That's what I'm trying to see. And the Toronto Raptors finished as a 2nd seed. I'm going to go ahead and simulate the first round, because that should be cake. Make it to the 2nd round, winning the Detroit Pistons. We're going to simulate a game. They take 1. They take 1. We take 2. We take 3, and that's going to be a series. We win in 5, and we are back in the conference finals, and we are going against the Indiana Pacers for the 2nd year in a row. This is Tracy McGrady's last chance to make the NBA Finals with the team that drafted them. The last chance. We're going to go ahead and simulate game 1. We take game 1. They take game 2. Just like last year, they take game 3. We take game 4. Do we get a game 7? We take game 5. We have a game 7. This is what I wanted. I really want to see gameplay. I really want to see some 2K25 gameplay just for the sake of this video. It is the first resim of the year. Let's get some banger gameplay, y'all. It's kind of close. They're making it close. Come on. Okay, we have a game. We have a game to jump into. This is what I really, really wanted. Now, we are not going to be in control of anything outside of making sure that Tracy McGrady is in the game. He is. What is he doing so far? We see Tracy McGrady have 14 points. He's shooting 5 for 14 in the game 7. If you want to know something about Tracy McGrady, this is something he did in his career quite a lot in the playoffs. But we are one game away from the finals. Tracy, you got to tee up. You got to tee up. Jimmy Butler is on the Pacers. They got to play off Jimmy. Let me stop talking and let's really just get into this gameplay. I'm interested. Okay, this camera is ugly. Y'all got to work with me. This is my first. Okay, this is my first, whatchamacallit. This is my first video on this. My first time even opening this. First gameplay I've ever seen of this outside of playing in my career. Scotty Barnes with the ball. He's taking it, drives to the hole. That's a terrible take against Miles Turner. He misses. We see Reese Shepard with the rebound. What is that plus next to his name? I don't know what that means. Shepard's trying to take it all the way. Pump fakes. You're going to pass it out 3 seconds. Shepard gets it back. Passes it out to Halliburton with Dick on him. Step back. Green! Tyrese Halliburton, 2 minutes left, game 7. Just give him the ball down 3, and he will tie it up. We see Bruce Brown with the ball taking it up. Can we get Tracy McGrady the ball or Scotty Barnes? I'm really not about to sit here and watch a Bruce Brown ISO, am I? Am I about to watch Bruce Brown ISO? They get Scotty Barnes on the low block in 2024, and he hits it with a turnaround hook shot. Okay, Scotty. I wasn't familiar with your game. Halliburton taking the ball up the court. This is 1.5 minutes left, y'all. If he loses this game, Tracy McGrady is only a Raptor for 1.5 minutes. We see Tyrese Halliburton get the ball back, being guarded by Bruce Brown. He's going to drive to the right, pass it to Benedict Mathurin. He has Grady Dick on him. He takes it up, and he misses. Grady Dick with the rebound. We see Grady Dick take it up. Bruce Brown, can you hit Tracy? I want to see Tracy score. Hit Tracy. Give Tracy McGrady the ball. We're about to watch Scotty Barnes take it up. He passes it to Bruce Brown. Okay, flare screen for Tracy. Tracy on the wing. We have Grady Dick with the ball. I don't know why we're doing pick and rolls with Grady Dick and Bruce Brown. He's wide open though. Bruce Brown, he misses. Miles Turner with the rebound. We see Tyrese Halliburton taking the ball up the court. Tracy McGrady still hasn't touched the ball since we started watching, but Tyrese Halliburton is going to get the blow by. Bruce Brown gets scored on. 44.5 seconds left. The game is tied up 90-90. We have a game. We actually have a game. Scotty Barnes is with the ISO on Miles Turner, even though that's a terrible take, he gets blocked. Why is everybody touching the ball except for Tracy McGrady? He is literally the best player on your team. 5 seconds. Give Tracy McGrady the ball. Are we about to just watch Scotty Barnes try and take up dumb stuff the entire game? Jock Poto passes it to RJ Barrett. It's only one more pass. RJ Barrett, fade away. Misses. Miles Turner with the rebound gives it to Reese Shepard. We're going to see Reese Shepard. We're about to see them get iced. Tracy McGrady's last minute on this team, he didn't even touch the ball. So if I was Tracy, I'd want to leave too. Tyrese Halliburton with 9 seconds left. 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh my God. Tyrese Halliburton and Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton just sent Tracy McGrady home. Not even that. I really want to say this. The Raptors as a whole sent Tracy McGrady home. They did. Y'all didn't give him the ball not once. He was the only person to not touch the ball. Timeout. 3.5 seconds left. They're down by 2. Hopefully we can see Tracy McGrady shoot the shot, considering he should be one of the best three-point shooters on the team besides like Grady Dick. The ball has to go in Tracy McGrady's hands. Let's get one Tracy. They're not going to give it to him, is there? They're not going to give it to him. He's wide open. Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady! Tracy McGrady's going to the NBA Finals. Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady has done the impossible. Tracy McGrady has done the impossible. We are seeing Tracy McGrady. What? Am I tripping? What just happened? What just happened? Pause. Wait a second. Y'all need to work with me. I understand this might be a little annoying. Work with me. Am I fucking tripping? No, I'm not. Did he not just make that shot? Did he not just make the shot? Why am I looking at Indiana celebrating? Did Tracy McGrady not just hit this? Bang. It went in. They're celebrating because they're up by one. Tracy just hit the greatest shot of all time. And this shot wouldn't even count if it did. It wouldn't have even counted. Am I tripping? Yeah, they won. If the Raptors won by one, why did I just watch Indiana celebrate? I'm not gonna lie, 2K, y'all gotta do a better job. I didn't mean to slow that down and make y'all see all of that, but we have Tracy McGrady in the NBA Finals against the reigning defending champs. Is it gonna be easy? No. He's gonna be having to go against Anthony Edwards, but what I will say is that these teams aren't that far apart. There's no reason why we can't win the NBA Finals. Tracy McGrady might have an NBA championship. Tracy McGrady might have a championship. Tracy McGrady might be an NBA champion after hitting the greatest shot in conference finals history. He hit a three to send his team to the finals. Is he even in this game? I shouldn't even have to make sure that he's in the game. It's a minute left and he's your best player. He's in the game. Okay, let's see how he's doing so far. We see Tracy McGrady. He's only taking 5 shots. I hope I don't have to change his tendencies in this game. It's Tracy McGrady. And Anthony Edwards going to hit both free throws. It is less than a minute left in the NBA Finals. Can we win the championship on our home floor? That would be so elite. If you can win the NBA championship on your home floor, that's something that you can celebrate about. Scotty Barnes with the post hook. And he misses. Draymond Green is on the Timberwolves. This camera is so ugly. I could have swore that I just changed it. It's on 2K. Anthony Edwards driving on Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady cannot guard him. Oh, yes, he can. Tracy McGrady with the stop and the rebound. He throws it up to Emmanuel quickly. Emmanuel quickly got the one-on-one with, I think that is, anyways. Scotty Barnes takes it up. The Raptors are up 94-96 with 30 seconds left. Tracy McGrady is 30 seconds away from being an NBA champion. To be honest with you, the only reason why I hopped in is because I want that picture of Tracy McGrady doing what Tracy McGrady was doing. I want to see Tracy McGrady holding up that. You're calling timeout too much. You're calling timeout a little too much for me. Just a little too much. Jump in. I don't know why they keep calling timeout. You just called timeout. You just did. Come on now. 2K, we got to be better than that, man. It's 2K25. Let's make this quicker. Draymond Green taking the ball out. He's going to pass it to Anthony Edwards, as he should. 28 seconds left. Up by 2. Tracy McGrady, can he get another key stop? Can Tracy McGrady get the stop to win the Toronto Raptors the NBA championship? And he cannot. He gets dunked on by Anthony Edwards. 18 seconds left to go in this video. 18 seconds left to go in his career with the Toronto Raptors. This could have been a better way to end it. 13 seconds left. I hope that these guys give the ball to somebody that is not a man. They're going to give it to Scotty. With Draymond Green on, they give it to Scotty Barnes. He's going to try and take up something stupid. They're going to go in overtime. They're going in overtime. All y'all had to do was give the ball to Tracy McGrady. He literally is the only reason why y'all are here right now. Has he only taken 5 or 6 shots? Sure. But he is the pure and only reason why you guys are even in the finals right now. The only reason, if I didn't do this sim trade, y'all wouldn't even be. I ain't lying. If I didn't do the sim, or if we didn't choose to do the sim together, YouTube, this team wouldn't even be in the finals. To be honest with you, they wouldn't sniff another finals probably another 30 years. Sorry if you're a Toronto fan. I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but you know it's the truth. You know it is. But we will be seeing the Toronto Raptors win 102-99. Tracy McGrady got to hold that thing up. We didn't get to see it because I was kind of in a rush. I'm kind of impatient at this point because it went in overtime. Scotty Barnes, Finals MVP. Tracy McGrady ends his time with Toronto, and he will be going to the Orlando Magic for the next 1, 2, 3 years, or 4 years. The next 4 years of his career will be in Orlando. So before I even do anything with that, I need to go ahead and simulate the player progression. And Tracy McGrady has taken another jump. He is a 91 overall, and he's only 21 years old. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to turn on trade override because they're not going to trade him. but I'm gonna have to get him sent to the Magic. So far in Tracy McGrady's career, I don't know if he's made an All-Star team or not. I'm going to assume that he has, considering the fact he was a 1 and 2 seed back-to-back seasons, and he was the or second best player on the team. So far in Tracy McGrady's career, he is one-time All-Star, one-time NBA champion, Rookie of the Year. I'm not going to say he's past his real life because I don't think a championship is make or break when it comes to like NBA history. But what I will say is this: he definitely has a chance to like triple his career, like have tripled the career that he had before. He already has a championship. He's already been to 2 conference finals. He didn't do any of that in his 14 years before all of this. Now we're going to go to proposed trade, Tracy McGrady. He cannot be... I hate this game so much. I guess this is going to be an asterisk in this video because we're going to have to simulate to about, January 24th because they probably re-signed him. We're going to simulate to the 24th. I'm going to get him put on Magic. I'm sorry, y'all. This is my fault. I probably should have did it in the offseason. I'll take the loss here, but we're gonna put him on the Magic January 23rd, and we can now trade Tracy McGrady. Now the Toronto Raptors is the #1 seed, in the Magic I don't even see in the playoff picture at the moment. So we're gonna actually see Tracy McGrady. We're actually gonna see how much of an impact Tracy McGrady had on the Toronto Raptors and how much of an impact he's gonna have on the Orlando Magic. I really want to see where the Orlando Magic is before I do this or make this trade. The Orlando Magic is the last team in the league. What's going on, Orlando? I actually feel bad about sending him there because he's the #1 seed. We're going to put him in a trade. He's going to the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic. And it's no reason that this team is the worst team in the league. There is no reason. We're going to just send him for auto-generated. The Magic accept the offer, as they probably should. We're also going to go ahead and switch our team selection to the Orlando Magic. No, not the Mavericks. Okay, why do I do that? I do that every single video. Y'all gotta work with me. Please don't judge me please don't be too hard on me because of the fact that we just had to low-key mess up the simulation. But it's only half a year. If anything, y'all should be happy because I made the video a little bit quicker for y'all. Now listen, there's a lot of L's on this calendar, but Tracy McGrady has arrived. Tracy McGrady's here. Paolo, Tracy McGrady, and Franz Wagner. You have a big 3. Now, it's y'all job to surround this big 3 with talent. But for the next 4 years, Tracy McGrady will be in Orlando Magic. All right, y'all. I'm pretty sure that this team actually did not make the playoffs. They won a total of, 28 games. So we're going to simulate this year. I'm actually going to take the call. We will call this the EGF year. We're just going to say it was injured. We're going to say it was injured this year. I'm sorry, y'all, that we got to do it. But one thing that could be on the bright side is, I don't know if this team owns its drattery. I don't know if this team owns its lottery pick, but if it does it? The Magic has the 5th pick. That's great. That's great. We're going to go ahead and go to player progression. You have pick number 5 with Franz, Paolo, Tracy. What you need to do is draft a point guard or a center. That's what you need to do, or get one in free agency, because you have like the best big 3 in the league. I'm going to assume that it's the best big 3 in the league. Tracy McGrady goes up 1, Paolo goes down 1, Franz stays at an 87, Gary turned 80. They need more help. This is just like the Suns like a year or 2 ago, or like the Lakers when you just had Russ, LeBron, and AD. You gotta have depth around your players, but we are gonna get a full season of Tracy McGrady on this Magic team. Now, it didn't make much of a difference. I think they only won like 8 more games after I did the trade in January to April. But we are here today. They're 19th in the power rankings. So let's see if Tracy McGrady, in his last 3 seasons with Orlando, can make things work. I'm actually liking this. This is the first video of 2K25. So if you're enjoying this, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video. Just do it. I actually don't feel as bad for what I did last year because the Orlando Magic is still 17-33. The Raptors lost Tracy McGrady and got better, and they're still doing better than him on an. The Raptors lost Tracy McGrady and is doing better than Tracy's current team with the Magic. I actually thought this was going to be the team he won a ring with. Tracy McGrady. Why is Paolo? Is Paolo upset? Is Paolo upset? I'll be moving on to a new team next season with my treatment lately, and my management agreed. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Tracy's gonna be out next. He only got 2.5 seasons left here. But if you think we're about to have it's about to literally be what it was in real life. He's gonna have to carry. Tracy McGrady is gonna have to carry this team to the playoffs just to get bounced in the first round. And me personally, I'm not excited for that. Paolo is leaving. That was my most. I really want to see Paolo and Tracy play together. I thought that was going to be fun to watch. Elite, but for some reason, the Magic doesn't want to do right by Paolo. I don't even know what they did. But how are you losing 50 games and you have Paolo and Tracy McGrady on the same team? I don't know if to blame 2K. I don't know if I should blame the Magic. I don't know if I should blame myself. But something here isn't right. It can be. It's no way that you were in the lottery back-to-back years and you have Tracy McGrady and Paolo Banchero. I think it's actually borderline unexcusable. But I can assume that Paolo won't be on the team again. So when we go to this player progression, we only have 2 seasons left on this Magic team. We have 2 seasons left on this Magic team, and I can assume, or at least fairly assume, the fact that these next 2 years may not be fun. Hopefully we can make a splash or a trade. Hopefully you can re-sign Paolo and make him change his mind or something. But you didn't, and Paolo's off the team. We have Tracy McGrady at a 95 overall at 23. He has Franz as a sidekick, I guess. But he has nobody else. A 78 overall. I'm assuming they just drafted this dude. No, they drafted him last year, the 5th pick. A 20-year-old center. This team isn't winning anything. It's not. It can't. I'm going to be honest with you. I sim to the rest of the year. I normally sim to the trade deadline, but I didn't want to sit there and oh, yeah, ignore this. I didn't want to just sit there and yap about literally nothing. So what I did was I simulated to the trade. I simulated to the end of the season, and quite frankly, it was what y'all probably thought it was going to be. The Orlando Magic was literally the 15th seed in the entire league again. So I'm not going to sit back and yap about stuff that don't matter. But what I will do is look at Tracy McGrady's stats: 18 points a game, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, also shooting 49% from the field, 37% from 3. He's having a decent career, I guess, and decent season, but he has 1 more season left on the Orlando Magic, if I'm not mistaken. This should be year number 3 right here. He has 1 more year left. Can I check? Can I look? Can I look? Can I look? Can I look? Okay. Yes, he has 1, 2, 3. He has 1 more year left in the Orlando Magic. What I want to do now is actually look at how the Houston Rockets are doing. They are the number 2 seed. Now, if all of a sudden Tracy McGrady, because this is where he spent the longest time in his career, I believe he spent 6 years in Houston. Am I mistaken? I don't believe I'm mistaken. Yes, he spent about 6 years in Houston. So he's going to spend 6 years with a team right now that is currently the number 2 seed. So hopefully things don't fall apart once he gets there. I'm actually going to be looking at how the Houston Rockets do. They get eliminated in the first round. They got eliminated in the first round. That's actually pretty embarrassing. Just a tiny bit. Who's on this Houston team? I'm sorry, y'all. I got to find something to talk about. We can't just simulate till he gets to Houston. But they have Jabari Smith Jr. is still on this team. Cam Whitmore is a bucket. All of a sudden, he's at 89 overall. You got Edward Wilkins, 24 overall, 81. D'Angelo Russell, Gary Trent, Amin Thompson is 88. This team is straight. It's a solid team. He has 1 more year left in Orlando. Ever since he's been here, they've been getting top 5 picks all 4 years. So thank you that the ride is almost over. This is his last year in Orlando. The last one. So Orlando fans, I'm not going to lie to you. I thought that y'all was going to do a lot better, but y'all couldn't do right by Paolo. Therefore, Tracy McGrady is leaving. We see Tracy McGrady jump up to a 97 overall, and now he has no help at all. This is literally LeBron in 2005 with the Cavs. Nobody, not a soul in sight. His second best player is a 78 overall technically. 78 overall. I don't know how you get a talent like Tracy McGrady and decide to waste him like this, Orlando. But I'm just going to say for future draft, for future simulations, I'm going to just heavily suggest that they don't go to Orlando. Just for the fact that I wanted a fun, happy video, and I just wasted 4 seasons in Orlando. I think that's enough Orlando bashing. Let's just go ahead and get to the end of the season so we can see if Tracy McGrady either turned into LeBron James or reverted back to Tracy McGrady that can't carry a team to the playoffs. So we can actually conclude Tracy McGrady's last season in Orlando. Did they make the playoffs? Did they make the playoffs? Let's see. They didn't even sniff a play-in. All 4 years you had Tracy McGrady and you couldn't even get in the play-in. You couldn't even get a play-in appearance. Listen, I understand that stuff happens and that Paolo left. But dude, you have Tracy McGrady and you had him under contract for years and you did nothing. We see Tracy McGrady have 19 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, shot 51% from the field. Let's see what his career is looking like so far. Actually, Tracy hasn't even averaged over 20 points per game yet. I think I'm going to have to touch his shot tendency because I think that's actually ridiculous. But So far in Tracy McGrady's career, before he goes on to team number 3, he has 1 championship. He's a 5-time All-Star, 2-time first-time All-NBA, 1-time second-team All-NBA, 2-time All-Defense. I like to say that this right here is the point where I probably say he has a better career where he has had in real life. And we're here. It's time to start where Tracy McGrady spent the longest in his career, and that would be the Toronto Raptors. We're actually getting to the part of this video where I actually might get really excited because Tracy might end up with 4 or 5 rings. I'm just saying. Cam Whitmore, Jabari Smith Jr., Amin Thompson, Alfred Sengun. Their starting 5 is all 88 and above. Now, Tracy can play the point guard. I'm not going to touch any rotations. I'm not going to do anything. I have everything on automate. We simulated the first game of the season on accident. I'm sorry. And let's see. We saw Tracy McGrady, 19, 3, and 6. Now, I wonder if I got to touch his tendencies a little bit. I'm going to give it one more season. If anything, if he doesn't get at least 22, I'm going to check. And I might turn it up. I might not. We'll see. But let's go ahead and send him to the trade deadline, y'all. I'm actually pretty excited about this because that Orlando stint was actually horrible. That was the first time in one of these videos where I felt the need to maybe hop in and do something. But this Rockets team was the number 2 seed last year without them, got bounced in the first round. They are 11, 6, 12, or 14 and 6 so far. I know that's going to be better than the Orlando trip, so let me stop yapping, and I'll just see y'all at the trade deadline. And we are at the trade deadline, and we are 31 and 18. That will make us the 4th seed in the West. Hopefully, we can get Tracy another ring. Let's see how he's doing so far this season. I'm seeing Tracy McGrady with a sprained right toe, but he's giving us 14 points per game, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. I think 14 is still kind of low considering the fact he's a 97 overall. But, I mean, he is on a team that's talented, and you got 2 other players averaging at least 14 points per game. His shooting splits isn't as impressive as it normally is, 46, 36, and 70 from the field. It's not crazy good, but it's not crazy bad. I'm just curious. I don't know if I checked because if you don't know, I stopped this video after the Magic, and I came back a day or 2 later to just finish the video. We see Tracy McGrady with 20 points per game in Orlando, 18, 16. So this might be the lowest he's ever had in his career. Yeah, this is the lowest he's ever had in his career, but I can't be mad considering the fact his team is just very, 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 very talented. Now, I know I spoke on this a little bit before, but look at this resume. He got a ring. He's a 6-time All-Star, 2-time first All-NBA, 1-time second All-NBA, 3-time second-team All-Defense and a Rookie of the Year. I'm just saying he's already a Hall of Famer, and his, again, legacy is already better than what it was before. But let's go to where legacies are really made. Let's go to the final. Let's go to the playoffs. At this point, that's all that's left. We have to just go to the playoffs and sell him. This is the end of the season. Tracy did not make an All-NBA team or anything of sorts. He didn't make an All-Defense. Oh, he did. Another All-Defensive team on his resume. I love to see. He is now a 98 overall at 25. He might be the highest overall player in the entire league. They are the 3 seed going against the Phoenix Suns. Who's on the Suns team? We are going against Devin Booker, Louis Westbrook, Mikal Bridges, Darrell Washington, and Gordon Powell. It is a lot of auto-generated. But what is going on? Jalen Brunson is on the Houston Rockets? I know I didn't miss that before. Jalen Brunson's on the Rockets. Did I just miss that and not comment on it? This should be easy. I'm going to predict we should win 4-1. Easy. Easy. No, I doubted you a little bit too much. We went 4-0. One against the Denver Nuggets in round 2. They have Lamond Mason. Julian Strawther has actually developed into an NBA player. Benedict Mathurin, Alexander Sarr is in Denver, and Jalen Duren. Okay, now this series, I'm going to say it's going 6, because that is actually a talented team. They are the 2 seed and we are the 3 seed, so I'm going to go game by game. They take game 1, we take game 2, they take game 3, they take game 4, and is this it? Is this it? Oh, wow, that's a gentleman sweeper. That's actually pretty disappointing. We see the Philadelphia 76ers win the NBA championship, and that's year 1 of Tracy McGrady in Houston. Now, I don't want to say it was a failure, but actually a little disappointing considering the fact that this team is actually pretty talented. It's no reason why they don't make the finals. I feel like I should do something, but at the same time I said I wouldn't do anything. So what I'm going to actually do here is sit back and just think what can the Houston Rockets do to get better? Did they do anything in free agency? What's this team look like after free agency? Let's see. Tracy McGrady, Cam Whitmore, Jabari Smith Jr., Amin Thompson, Jalen Brunson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a solid starting 5. You got a solid bench as well. Jalen Smith, Miles McBride, an aging Lou Dort. You have a perfect starting lineup, and you got depth. This is real good depth. I don't know how it compares to other teams in the league. Oh my gosh. What is going on in New Orleans? And why haven't I seen y'all win anything? Okay, our team might not be this deep, but we're still pretty deep. I don't see anybody else with depth like New Orleans. Yeah, I don't see no one else that has depth like New Orleans, so I don't think it's a real reason why we aren't where we should be. I mean, the Suns got some depth, and we just bounced them in the first round. They got 1, 2, 3 90s, 88 and 7. I mean, maybe it just doesn't fit together, whatever. But listen, he has 5 more years left in Houston. I'm not giving up on him yet. I know they're going to figure this out. I know him in Houston is getting at least 2. He's getting at least 2. Like, there's no way he doesn't leave Houston with at least 2 rings. At the trade deadline, and we are the second best team in the conference. Oh, wow. The Utah Jazz is number 1. I'm actually pretty curious of what their team looks like. Tracy McGrady's been feeling exhilarated lately. I love to hear it. Now, hopefully we can see that Tracy McGrady has been doing a lot better because it's year 2 in Houston and he should be used to it. And he is. 19 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 50% from the field, 40%. He's never going to get that 50, 40, 90. I guess he's just not a good free throw shooter. But that's good. We're number 2 in the conference. That's all I love to see. Tracy McGrady getting 19 points per game. He is now a 99 overall. He's the best player in the league. Am I lying? Am I lying to y'all? Am I lying? I don't think I'm lying. He should be the best player in the league. And he is tied. No, there's 399 overall. So it's just a very talented. This is a very talented league. I'm not gonna lie. 2K be going crazy on the career sims. They be going crazy. They be a little bit too much talent in the league. But Tracy is a 99 overall at this moment, and he's just number 2. I believe he did make the All-Star team. I really just want to go to a random game and see how he's been performing. I'm gonna go to we played on Christmas, so let's see how I played on Christmas. He did 18, 9, and 6. Love to see it. One more game. I'm sorry if I slow these videos down for y'all. I just be curious. I'll be curious. In this game, Tracy had 26, 3, and 5. I love to see it. Now I'm going to go ahead and simulate to when it really matters. I know I say that every year, but we got 4 more years left after this season, and we just need to really soak it in and enjoy it. So I'm just going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the regular season. Here, Tracy McGrady, MVP. Oh, wow. 19, 6, and 5 on 50, 78, 50, 41, 78 shooting splits. I love to see it. Amin Thompson with the 6th man of the year. Okay, we got the MVP, the 6th man of the year, and Tracy McGrady with the clutch player of the year. It's no way that we don't at least get to the conference finals. First team All-NBA for Tracy McGrady. I love to see it. I want to know who's on this Jazz team. Who's on this Jazz team? I just want to see. I know this is a little irrelevant, but Keontae George, Darnell Ingram, Wally Berg, Jamie Armstrong. Okay, they have a squad. That was that team I believe that we previewed before. They have a squad, and we lose game 1 to Portland. What's going on? We lost game 1 to Portland. They have Scoot Henderson, Cam Christie, Denny Abdia, Jalen Johnson, Travis McCall. Okay, maybe it was just a game 1 fluke. We lose game 1. It's cool. We're not going to lose to a 7 seed with the MVP, right? We lose 2. Okay. We lose 3. Tracy McGrady's choking? Is he choking? What's going on? We're down 0-3 to the 7th seed? Someone scored 100. Oh, I was going to say, he's averaging, Tracy McGrady's averaging what he averages in a regular season, in which you're supposed to get a lot better in the playoffs, but why are y'all down 0-3? Our team is healthy, I believe. I don't think nobody's injured. Yeah, no one's injured that matters. Why? Okay, we win game 4. We win game 5. We lost in 6. That actually just killed my whole mood. We won all them awards just to lose in the first round to a 7 seed? Yo, I'm not going to lie. Tracy McGrady's legacy might be cooked. It might be cooked. I'm not saying it's not better than what it was before. I'm not saying he's not going to the top 10 in this simulation. His legacy might be cooked. You just lost to a 7 seed and you were the MVP and clutch player of the year. That's actually pretty disappointing. Like, I don't even know what to expect now. We had the 2nd best record in the league. We had the MVP. We had the 6th man of the year. We had the clutch player of the year. And we lost to a 7th seed. Again, at the trade deadline, and once again, we are the number 2 seed to the Utah Jazz, in which I'm not even considering the Jazz a threat anymore, considering that the fact that they never get out the 2nd round, just like how we're failing to get out the 1st round with Tracy. I don't know what's going on with the Warriors, but somehow with Robert Dillingham, that's the only name I keep seeing once we hit the conference finals MVPs. Now, we see Cam Whitmore goes up to a 91. We have Jaime Jaquez Jr. I don't know how we have Jaime. He's on a 1-year deal worth $2.66 million. Okay, 2K, we got to do a better job. I don't know what I'm looking at here. If my eyes are deceiving me. He's making $2 million a year, and he is a 90 overall. So this is telling me we have a 1-year rental in Jaime Jaquez. I don't really know how we got him, but we should win with this team because we now have an 85 overall lead in our bench. He might be 37, but he's an 85 overall. Let's see how Tracy's doing at this point of the season. I mean, hopefully it's the same old, same old. He's averaging 21, 6, and 5, 21, 7, and 5. I'll give him 7. With the block in the still game, he's shooting 53% from the field, 47%. Okay, I don't know who this Tracy McGrady is or what's gotten into him. I promise y'all I didn't edit or touch anything. The only thing I did do was make his shot tendency up a little bit more, as you saw in the previous thing. We're the 2nd seed, though. I mean, do they have the awards up yet? Do they award races? Tracy McGrady is number 1 for MVP. Tracy is number 1 for MVP. He's 27 years old. He has actually started his prime. The league is so talented that averaging 21 points per game is a lot due to the fact that everyone's team is just so stacked. I'm gonna check because I know if y'all don't like the fact that I'm doing so much digging and diving, just let me know in the comment section. I'll stop doing it as much. But I have a curious mind, and I'm assuming that y'all are curious too. What is on this Warriors team? Okay, they're not making it back. I'm not even worried about them. They're not going back. They made their 2 back-to-back finals appearances. We don't got to worry about the Warriors no more. Wins his 2nd MVP. That's back-to-back. I love to see it. I love to see it. And we see... Nope, don't got nothing else. Do we have something to see? MVP. Okay, I'm not tripping. Okay, another first-team All-NBA for Tracy. We are the number 1 seed. Now, we can't lose in the first round again as a number 1 seed. It's just not happening, right? They're not going to do it again, right? I love this lineup, y'all. Tracy, Jalen Brunson, Jaime Jaquez, Cam Whitmore. That means the Thompson twin is coming off the bench. I'm going to go ahead and just simulate the first round. This should be an easy sweep. We won in 6. That was a little scary. Going against the number 4 seed in the second round. Darius Garland, Randy Reeves, Shaedon Sharp at the 3. That's kind of scary. Dante Cheatham and Ben Curry. This should be another win. I'm saying we win this in 5. We should have swept the other one. We win that in 4. That's even better. Now, we are going against the Utah Jazz. We are going against the foe, the team that kept on taking that number 1 seed. We took it over this year. I'm going to simulate game 1. They take game 1. They take game 2. They take game 3. And Tracy got swept. They made the conference finals, but back-to-back MVPs and no championship. No championship. You're not going to, like, Jaime Jaquez is going to leave. I'm about 99% sure that he's going to leave because they're not going to be able to pay him. They're not paying almost 690 overalls. They're not doing it. So if we couldn't win with a better, like we made the conference final, but we couldn't win adding another 90 on our team. You're going to take it away. Yeah, he's gone. I figured he was going to be gone, and everyone's getting worse. Jalen Brunson is an 80 overall now. Jabari Smith Jr. down to 86, 86, 89. That window might be closed. I'm not saying it is, but it might be close. I mean, we might just stack up MVPs, which I think that's cool and all. It helps the resume, but the goal is a championship. He already got the 1, so I guess it's not a complete failure if he doesn't win again. But I think we're only down to, 3 more seasons in Houston? Well, I was 2. We got 3 more seasons left in Houston, y'all. We got to make the best out of this. We're at the trade deadline, and we're still number 1 in the league. I'm going to say it's thanks to Tracy McGrady 9 times out of 10. We put Jabari Smith on the trading block. We have Cade, Wiley Burke, and AJ on our target list. We're the number 1 seed. So hopefully this is the year we can actually bring one to Houston. 21, 7, and 5 on, as per usual. Pretty amazing shooting splits. I really want to get that 50, 40, 90, but if we don't, we're good. He just re-signed here, and we all know he's not going to stay here for the next 5 years, but he re-signed, which is a good thing because he likes to be here. Amin Thompson is out. It's just day-to-day. Okay, we're the number 1 seed, y'all. When we get to these points in the videos, I don't really know what to really say or do because we've been through the whole shebang for 10 seasons now. We really are just waiting for that postseason because all that matters at this point in Tracy's career is that he keeps adding to them rings. He has 1, which is more than he had in real life, I guess, but it's still only 1. This is a career sim. You are a 99 overall. We're not just trying to see you collect MVPs. We're not. But best believe you're going to keep on collecting them. Tracy McGrady with his 3rd MVP in a row. Lord have mercy. How many times are we going to see this story? You have 3 MVPs, all in Houston, correct? Yeah, all 3 of his MVPs was in Houston. That's 3 in a row. I love to see it. I saw something about defensive player of the year. Was he in the running for it? I don't really remember Tracy McGrady being much of a defensive player. No, he wasn't in the running for it. He's just trying to cry first team All NBA. And we are the 2nd seed, and the Jazz falls down to 4. So hopefully our only competition is out of here. We won against the Clippers in round 1, and the Clippers have Darius Garland, Randy Reeves. Okay, we won against them last year, and I think we swept them, right? I believe we swept them. We're gonna simulate round 1, and we're down 2-3. I don't know what's going on. Tracy McGrady, 6 points. Oh, he's doing it again. Tracy McGrady's doing it again. Is he? Are we being serious? He's averaging 11 points per game in the playoffs. 38%. He's doing it again. Tracy McGrady is choking. He choked. Tracy McGrady might just legitimately be the biggest choke in NBA history, and it might just not be like in real life. It might also be on the game. How do you win with Scotty Barnes, but you lose with this team? That's the 2nd time, and you have what? Well, I say you got 2 more years left here, I believe. You got 2 more years left. You won 3 MVPs. No, he didn't win MVP the first year, right? Damn. I'm gonna make a video, and I don't remember how many years he's been here. Anyways, the point is that this team is only gonna keep getting worse. Jalen Brunson he retired. Jabari Smith Jr. is out to 84, 89, 98. You had the best team like in the league for like a solid 2 years, and you couldn't not even 2 for like for like 2 years, and you couldn't get it done. You couldn't. I believe he only has 2 more years left on this team, or after this season. This is his 3rd year here. No, this is his 4th year here, which means after this season, he has 2 more years left with this team. He has only 3 more attempts to win a championship with the Houston Rockets. Tracy McGrady is not the MVP, and I believe he does get first team All-NBA again, though. I love to see it. He averaged 18 points per game. This is lowest amongst the 4 seasons. 2nd to lowest amongst the 4 seasons. His efficiency is good. It dropped a little bit, though. But I think that we are in the play-in. We are in the play-in, the 9th seed. Against the Clippers. We keep seeing this team. We're going to keep running into the Clippers. We're going to go ahead and simulate play-in, and we lost. Now, I told Tracy that you had 3 years with an amazing team, and you wasted it. He only has 2 more years left on this team, though. Unfortunately, teams battling out an elimination. What is this? I'm not even going to acknowledge it. We're not even going to acknowledge it. We're just going to go ahead and sim to the end to the season. Hopefully, this team can make moves to get better, because you have like the best player in the league. The man got MVP 3 years in a row, and you allowed his team to be decimated. I understand Jabari Smith Jr. was a 4-lifer. Amin Thompson is a 4-lifer. Alfred Sengun is a 4-lifer. But you got to get them out of here so you can win rings. You have Tracy McGrady. Tracy. Let's see if this team, John Morant's retiring. Are we that far in the future? Let's go ahead and see Cam Whitmore. It's really just him and Cam Whitmore. Everyone else is old and getting worse. So I don't expect a different outcome to this season, unfortunately. But what I can say for y'all that want to see Tracy do good, he has like what? This is the year he played 4 in Orlando. This is his 5th year here. He played 3 in Toronto. That means he's in like year 12 or 13. He has like 4 years left in the tank. 4 or 5 years left in the tank. And those last 4 years was on competitive teams. Like, he was on the Spurs. He's going to be joining the Spurs shortly, and Vic is still in his prime. I'm pretty sure they won the title last year. So for y'all that's looking at this record and that they're 8-16 at this moment, it's okay. Better things are ahead. It's not over for Tracy. It's not. He still has a chance to at least get 1 more championship. I'm going to say he's getting that 1 more. We are in the play-in again, unfortunately, and the Spurs is the number 5 seed, which I believe is our next destination, if I'm not mistaken. We are actually the 10th seed this year in the play-in again, and we get eliminated. We don't make the playoffs. Now, Tracy has 1 more year in Houston. He only has 1 more year. The Jazz has been, that got to be one of the most consistent teams I've seen in my life, but they never get it done. I keep seeing this Patrick or Paris McCaw dude win MVPs, win championships. I'm actually pretty jealous considering the fact that Tracy McGrady is better than him. But he has 1 more year left in Houston. I'm going to go ahead and see which teams he has to go to next. The next team that he goes to is going to be the New York Knicks. He played 1 year in New York. He got traded in the middle of the season. So for the realness of this video and for this to really be a career resim, I'm actually going to trade him to the New York Knicks. He was what? 24 games? No, he had got injured. So I'm going to just wait till the trade deadline. I'm going to trade him to the New York Knicks. Now, I don't know how good the New York Knicks will be, but in the middle of next season, not this season. No, this was his last season, right? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, in the middle of next season, because he played 6 seasons here. In the middle of next season, he will be getting traded to the New York Knicks at the trade deadline. Then he went to Detroit, then he went to Atlanta, and then Tracy McGrady played for the Spurs for a singular year. And I mean, yeah, that's Tracy McGrady's legacy. So we're actually almost at the end of this video, and I'm so sad to say that. But I'm actually happy because Tracy McGrady had a better career here than he did in real life. But let's actually, I think they can get that ring. Tracy can win that one ring. I believe in you, Tracy. I believe. Actually sad to say that we have hit a new low because we are the worst team in the league. We are literally 15th. Literally 15th. I can't believe it. Is Tracy McGrady injured or something? Because there's no way. No, he's not injured. It is no way that we are the worst team in the league, man. He dropped, what, 29? That's the most he's dropped this season. 2K, you gotta do a better job when it comes to that type of stuff. I ain't gonna lie, it's low-key starting to blow me. This is a 99 overall, arguably one of the best players in the league. I even put his shot tendency to 99, and it's still happening. What is he averaging this season? He's averaging 17 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He's literally the best player on this team by far. There's no reason that he's not averaging 30. Is there anybody in the league averaging 30 before I even get upset? Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. That was a bad whistle. I'm sorry, y'all. If I hurt y'all ears, I really just want to apologize. But we see points per game. I mean, it's not that bad, I guess. He's number 8 in points per game per season. I guess teams are just that stacked. I hate that that's the case, but teams are just so stacked that the max points per game isn't even 21. But let's just go ahead and finish this rough season because next year, around this time, he will be getting traded to the New York Knicks. So, yeah, that's it. Tracy McGrady has 3 more years left in the tank after this season, man. Really nothing to see here. Like, I don't even know what to say to y'all. I don't want to keep yapping about literally nothing, but it's the same thing year after year. The Jazz makes the finals, they lose. The last 2 years, Tracy hasn't even made it to the playoffs. The last 3 years he hasn't made it to the playoffs. Lost in the play-in twice. Didn't even make the playoffs this year. Like, they really just wasted Tracy McGrady's prime. I can't blame them. They did give him the most ideal situation for 2 straight years, and he didn't even make the finals. I don't understand how he barely even made the finals with the Raptors, but he hit the greatest shot in conference finals history. That was in Game 7, by the way. I'm never going to forget that. That might go down as one of the greatest shots on this channel ever. But at the trade deadline this year, we will be trading him to the New York Knicks. So what we're going to do as soon as 2K is done taking all day to sim like they usually do, we're going to go ahead and see who's on that New York Knicks team. I'm actually pretty curious because I don't want to see Tracy McGrady keep missing the playoffs. It's just not fun. Nobody wants to see the person in their career sim continue to lose. Nobody does. Tyrese Halliburton is retiring. So what we're going to do now is go to roster. Who is on the New York Knicks? I haven't really been looking east. They have an 89, 89, 87, 87, 83. Tracy McGrady is getting another chance. That's all that matters. Tracy McGrady is going to get another chance at greatness. He's only here for a season, and then he bounces to the Detroit Pistons, then he goes to Atlanta, and then he goes to the Spurs, in which he technically didn't play for the Spurs, but he made their team. He made their playoff rotation at the end of the season, even though they call. I don't edit these videos, so y'all just gonna have to deal with all my stuttering. It's the beginning of the year work with me. He made the Spurs roster at the end of the season, so he technically didn't play a season game with them, but he was on that bench when they went against the Heat in Game 7. He was like seconds away from winning the championship, and that's all that really matters. It was actually pretty stacked. I feel like, at least on paper, with this team, he should be able to win. Like, they should be able to pull off the biggest upsets in NBA history because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players once and again over an 85, and really 7 because this player is injured. But I guess the rest of the team is just stacked. I mean, like, look at this Jazz team. Look at this Kings team. Look at, I don't know, is that just it? I was going to say, I know I'm not tripping. Look at this, they got 3 90s, an 87, 85. I mean, we should be up to par. We should at least make the playoffs, right? Like, I know that seems like a crazy bare minimum, but we should be at least making the playoffs. But he's only going to be here 1 year, so hopefully he can make the most of it and actually win. They're the 7th seed already. I'm going to try and root for this team to at least be a top 4 seed. Get a home playoff game. Okay, let's see what we are. Tracy did not make an All-NBA team. Didn't make an All-Defensive team either. That's cool. Did we at least make the playoffs? We are in the play-in as the 8th seed, so let's go ahead and simulate through. You know, I'm going to simulate with simple. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do it. We're just going to simulate through the play-in because I don't really care to see it. We make the playoffs. We're going against the number 1 seed in Philadelphia. They have the MVP of the league, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm just going to say that we lost, okay? No, we got a chance. We got a chance. I think that this is actually closer than what people was going to give it credit for. I just understand how with these teams being basically identical, at least overall wise, why is it that we're about to get swept? Why are we going to get swept? Oh, we don't get swept. We win one, and we got gentlemen swept. Okay, we are moving on to the next team, with that being Tracy McGrady then went on to the Detroit Pistons, who I don't even see in the playoffs. So I'm going to go on a whim and say that this is about to be a pretty disappointing. This is about to be a pretty disappointing rest of Tracy McGrady's career. He won one early and he's going to keep on losing. He's gonna, like, you're serious? He's going to keep losing? He is not on the Detroit Pistons. He's going to be here for 1 year, then he's going to Atlanta, and then he's going to the Spurs in his career. He is not a 95 overall, so he's starting to get worse. Now, obviously, the league is basically filled out with a bunch of auto-generated players at this point, so it's not much that I can really say. We got another Kobe already. That's crazy. But this is a team. Now, apparently, this might not be enough to win a championship because it's starting to feel kind of RNG as far as championships go. I'm not in control of any of this, nor do I care about it. But Tracy McGrady should be able to get one more. You got 3 more chances, Tracy. Let's make it work. But he has started to get worse. He's not a 95 overall. He's not a 95 overall. Why do you keep doing that? I literally have everything on automate. 2K got to do a better job. It seems to be that we actually did make the playoffs for the 3 seed, so we have a chance. Tracy McGrady, I said he's going to get more chances. He has 3 more, and this is being one of his 3 tries. We're going against the Milwaukee Bucks, and this team can't hold a candle to us. I mean, Oscar Dennis, that center's a 77 that we have, and that's kind of sus. But we are the 3 seed for a reason, and we're going to take care of them in 5. Let's go. We're on to the next round. Yes, we are, against the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, we lost to them in the finals. No, we didn't. Did we? No, we didn't. We lost them in the playoffs like last year, I believe. No, I'm getting them confused with the Clippers. Wow, my bad, y'all. Now, we're going to get them in the first round. I'm going to simulate the game by game. They take game 1. They're going to take game 2. They're going to take game 3. We take game 4. We take game 5. And we're out in 6. I hate to see it. That actually is annoying. We're going to the Atlanta Hawks the next year, and this is going to be a second to last season, going to an 8th seed. It's actually getting kind of frustrating because, like, Tracy McGrady is such a good player in his career sim, and 2K's logic is so broken that we obviously this isn't realistic, but, like, you couldn't have given me an ounce of realism. Like, you couldn't have gave a dog a bone. We couldn't have made the conference finals. Dang, like, he has one finals appearance. Team, by the way, I just want to say that he went to the Hawks. They was an 8th seed, and they are now a 3rd. They are now the 3rd in the East. Now, he's not even the best player on this team anymore, so I don't know how much credit. It's not like I can give him as much credit as if I would have, like he did when he was in Toronto or in Houston or in Orlando. But he is still the 2nd best player on this team. Don't get it mistaken. They are the 3 seed. Tracy McGrady actually has 2 more chances to win the championship, but I'm really going to say 1 more because we don't know how good the Spurs is. But this year, Tracy McGrady is averaging 15 points per game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. That's just what comes with the territory when we're on such a good team. We're going to go ahead and simulate the rest of the season. I'm happy that we have a chance to actually make the conference finals. We are the 3 seed. We're not just getting bounced in the first round. Those days are over with. We're going against the Pistons, who we were on their team last year. We was on the Pistons team last year. We get it done. Tracy McGrady in the final game had 12 points, shot 5 for 11. Tracy McGrady doing Tracy McGrady things, going against the Milwaukee Bucks in round 2. Always simulate. We're going to have, the Bucks are going to have Earl Berry, Zach Page, Darius Clemens. I know Nikola Topic. I know him. But that's about it. We're going to go ahead and simulate this round because I really just want to see us be successful. They get bounced in the first round, but we are going to the San Antonio Spurs, y'all. We're going to the best team in the league with the best player in the league. We're going to the San Antonio Spurs. That's all that matters. Now, all I have to do is make sure that Victor Wembanyama does not retire. Dude, we are really that far in the future. Let me find out everybody plays for the Bulls. Anyways, did Vic retire? No, he didn't. But this is the last year of Tracy McGrady, y'all. If y'all think this career reset was a W or L, let me know in the comment section. Hopefully he can end his career off with a championship. That is the goal. Let's get to Tracy. You may have beaten how good your career was already. Like, to be honest with you, you did it in like year 4 or 5. But get another ring. Don't go down as that guy that's a one-hit wonder. Don't be a Kevin Garnett. No shade against Kevin Garnett. Garnett is definitely the 2nd best power forward of all time. But, like, come on now. He is now on the Spurs. He has gone down to an 89 overall. Tracy McGrady is 35 years old. For the most part, he's averaged the same numbers most of his career. I wish that he could have at least hit like 25. I think it's very corny that he didn't. But what we can say is this. Tracy McGrady has had a hell of a career. Now let's end it off on a bang. Tracy McGrady playing with Victor Wembanyama. The dude at the end of the video soon, man. Victor Wembanyama wins defense. He's only averaging 8 points a game. He's a 95 overall. 8? Wow. Anyways, we are the number 3 seed. I didn't show y'all the trade deadline because for the most part, I'm kind of tired of doing the same old, same old. Y'all see what's going on. I ramble for a little bit, and then y'all, you know, we get to this point. So I decided to get to this point, and now that we're at this point, I really want to see how Tracy McGrady did in his last season. I'm going to predict that he averaged at least 10 a game. Like, don't do us how you did Vic, and he did. He averaged 12.7 points a game. I love to see it. That's all that matters. He got 13 points a game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 45% from the field, 36% from 3. We are the 3 seed, though. Now, this is your last chance, Tracy. Tracy, let's make this happen, man. 89 overall. They got Scoot, Edwin Payton, Victor Wembanyama. All right, now this team was the first seed last year and got bounced in the second round. Is they going to be bounced in the first round? We make it to the second. Going against the Clippers, man. Clippers, again, it's like we keep running into this team constantly. We take game 1. We take game 2. They take game 3. They take game 4. They take game 5. We're going to just simulate simcast this just due to the fact that this is literally the last series or the last season for Tracy, and we might have we don't have nothing to hop into. We don't, but it's going to 7. So if we're gonna simcast it again. Hopefully we can hop in. Hopefully Tracy can win, and it's actually looking like he's not gonna win. He's not gonna win. That's Tracy McGrady's career. Tracy McGrady's career is over. I actually got so hyped because I thought he was going to go somewhere. I thought he was going to do something, but that isn't what happened. Let's look at Tracy McGrady as a whole, man. He's a 90 overall right now, 36 years old. He wants to get a contract extension done. I'm sorry, bro. This is where the rubber meets the road for you, my guy. And let's look at his career, man. He's a 1-time champion, 3-time MVP, 13-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA. That's sweet. He had a Rookie of the Year under his belt as well. This is an obvious Hall of Fame career, but Tracy McGrady, that's it. And that's it with this video, y'all. I appreciate y'all for making it to the end. Tell me how y'all feel. He's making $75 a year. Tell me how y'all felt about this career sim. I have another one coming out for y'all hopefully tomorrow. It's probably going to be Bronny. Maybe it will be. Maybe it won't be. Just let me know what y'all want. Tell me what I can work on and fix on this video. This is the first career resim of 2K25. So thank y'all for making it worth the while. And I'm out. Peace.